Hey guys, it's Paul Pluter. Paul Pluter from the ArchieLuxury channel, ArchieLuxury Corporate and the Paul Pluter channel. Today guys, I want to talk about why it is so dangerous to buy micro brands, inexpensive wristwatches when you're starting out in the hobby. And I got to be completely frank and honest with you. There's a number of competitors I've got in this YouTube space, and they very much promote micro brands, inexpensive pieces, you know, best chronograph under $500, best diver. And, you know, you've really got to say, why am I so against it? And that is a very good question. Is it sour grapes? Is it sour milk? Why am I so against it for newbie collectors? And it really gets to the core of the issue. You've got to really summarize it simply. The problem is, if newbies, let me explain it to you. If newbies come into the hobby and they buy certain watches, which gurus and spruikers recommend because they're getting kickback and commission, the danger is when they want to advance their collection, these watches will be virtually worthless. That's the danger. And I got to be completely frank and honest with you when I say that this is a really big problem. Now, let me explain it. Let me relate this. Often explaining a concept is easier when you relate it to a different event. Say, for example, you've never been to the track, the horse racing track. By the way, ArchieLuxury has his own racehorse. Winner, chicken dinner. Always back ArchieLuxury, the racehorse, when you're at the track. And let's say, for example, you're at the track and you have a day where you just continually lose money. Every horse you back doesn't place, and it doesn't have a win. So what's going to happen? You're going to get pissed off with the hobby. And you have a look at some of the world's people who have gambling addictions. The reason they have this addiction is very early in their gambling career, they had a big win. It's the endorphins, it's that dopamine rush in their brain. And this is the same thing with collecting. If you constantly buy cheap garbage, cheap micro brand garbage, you'll never have a win. See, no one really wants that crap. The industry out there on the secondary market, no one wants it because it's just other fools who are more stupid than you have also bought that same crap. And it has no real collectability when it comes to service time. I mean, we live in the Western world. Well, what does a simple three-hand watch cost to service? You're looking at $200 or $300. Well, see, these micro brands, they're disposable. You wouldn't bother servicing it, see? You just pump and dump. You just pump and dump. And that is the biggest problem with these cheap micro brands. They have no real value whatsoever. And that is why it's so damn dangerous. You get newbies who are new to the hobby. They've come into watchmaking. They're hooked. They buy crap. They buy micro brand crap. They buy cheap crap. They buy, you know, the best diver under $300. They buy the best sports chronograph under $500. They buy a couple of micro brands. And then they say, you know, I might just actually sell a few off and get into something a little bit more expensive. There is no resale value for these micro brands. They're shit. They're garbage. The only person who makes money out of spruiking this crap is the rat who sold it to them in the first place. That's right. The rodent who sold these things in the first place is the only person who's really going to make anything out of it. And it's sad. It's very sad. This is the reality that it is. It's very sad. But what do you do? What do you do? And it's unfortunate when newbies come in. I mean, if you're an experienced wristwatch person, it's not so bad because you know the truth. You know the truth. It's like, there's some very nice micro brand novelty watches, like Undone, for example. They're not ever going to be collectible. They're not ever going to be that special. But if you're an experienced collector with, say, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 collection, having one Undone isn't going to kill you. It's a novelty vintage watch. However, newbies who are new to the sport, they don't understand. They've never had that win. So by buying this micro brand garbage, they're really assigning themselves to failure. See, these micro brands, they're not worth jack shit. The movements, the nastiest, cheapest movements. They're no longer allowed to use ETA. They use Solida. They use a whole range of fucking nasty machines. The cases, just homogeneous garbage. Nothing is really done terribly well. And this is the reality. This is not fiction. This is the reality. So by somebody coming into this brand and coming into these micro brands and inexpensive watches, they are really doing themselves the biggest disservice possible. Often I've had people who've gone and bought, $1,500 to $2,000 worth of crap, and they've said, I could have bought a real decent watch for that. And this is the thing. These micro brands, these cheap watches, they will suck you in and they will rob you blind. That's basically what happens with these brands. And that's why it's so dangerous for newbies who are into the hobby to buy this crap. Stay out of it, please. Please, I beg you. I pray to Jesus that you don't buy this micro brand crap. The only person who makes anything out of it is the rat, the spruiker selling this crap, who earns Amazon reward points. That's the only person who makes anything out of it. It's dangerous, it's nasty, it's vicious, and it's happening out there now. So take a stand and stay away from the affordable, cheap wristwatch. Stay away from these micro brands. Stay away from the rodents peddling this garbage. I'm ArchieLuxury, the greatest YouTube celebrity known to mankind. I'm here to help you make wise investments. Remember, guys, like, subscribe, and tell your dickhead friends about my channel. Until next time, fuckers, onwards and upwards, fuckaroonies. Tonight, I am eating pepperoni pizza. I am having garlic pizza. And I'm also having a beef and reef. Delivered to me by Uber Eats from Pizza Capers. Uber Eats, because a man's gotta eat. I gotta eat, fuckers. Can't take my eyes on me. My thoughts on me just growing.